Well-Trained Mind Press presents Beric the Briton. Written by G.A. Henty. Read by Jim Weiss.
Chapter 1. A Hostage. It is a fair sight. It may be a fair sight in a Roman's eyes, Beric, but naught could be fouler to those of a Briton. To me, every one of those blocks of brick and stone weighs down and helps to hold in bondage this land of ours, while the temple they have dared to rear to their gods in celebration of their having conquered Britain is an insult and a lie. We are not conquered yet, as they will someday know to their cost. We are silent. We wait. But we do not admit that we are conquered. I agree with you there. We have never fairly tried our strength against them. These wretched divisions have always prevented our making an effort to gather. While the Romans hurl their whole strength against one tribe, the others look on with folded hands. They will eat Britain up, bit by bit. Then you like them no better for having lived among them, Beric? I like them more, but I fear them more. One cannot be 4 years among them, as I was, without seeing that in many respects we might copy them with advantage. They are a great people. Compare their splendid mansions and their regular orderly life, their manners and their ways, with our rough huts and our feasts, ending as often as not with quarrels and brawls. Look at their arts, their power of turning stone into lifelike figures, and above all, the way in which they can transfer their thoughts to white leaves, so that others many, many years hence can read them and know all that was passing, and what men thought and did in the long bygone. Truly, it is marvelous. You are half Romanized, Beric. I think not. I should be worse than a fool had I lived, as I have done, a hostage among them for 4 years, without seeing that there is much to admire, much that we could imitate with advantage in their life and ways. But there is no reason that they should come here to be our masters. They are grave and courteous in their manner to each other. They obey their own laws. Every man has his rights. And while all yield obedience to their superiors, the superiors respect the rights of those below them. All this seems to me excellent. But then, on the other hand, my blood boils in my veins at the contempt in which they hold us, at their greed, their rapacity, their brutality, their denial to us of all rights. In their eyes we are but savages who may be useful for tilling the ground for them, but who, if troublesome, should be hunted down and slain like wild beasts. I admire them for what they can do. I respect them for their power and learning. But I hate them as our oppressors. That's better, Beric, much better. I had begun to fear that the grand houses and the splendor of these Romans might have sapped your patriotism. I hate them all. I would live as we have always lived. There is one thing certain. Either they must go altogether, not only here but everywhere. They must learn, as our ancestors taught them at their 2 first invasions, that it is hopeless to conquer Britain. Or they will end by being absolute masters of the island, and we shall be their servants and slaves. That is true enough, Beric agreed. But to conquer we must be united, and not only united but steadfast. Of course, I have learned much of them while I have been with them. I have come to speak their language and have listened to their talk. It is not only the Romans who are here whom we have to defeat. It is those who will come after them. They have spread over vast countries, reducing peoples everywhere under their dominion. I have seen what they call maps, showing the world as far as they know it, and well nigh all has been conquered by them. But the farther away from Rome, the more difficulty have they in holding what they have conquered. That is our hope here. We are very far from Rome. They may send army after army against us, but in time they will get weary of the loss and expense when there is so little to gain. And as, after their first invasions, a long time elapsed before they again troubled us, so in the end they may abandon a useless enterprise.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?